And we are live. Hello, everyone. I'm super happy and excited to come to you live and with a new episode with my Go Live series named Go Digital. The purpose of these interviews, guys, is to, to inspire you, to educate you about the online space, to give you more insights about the online business that I'm doing, and to bring you, and each and every time I'm doing these interviews, I'm bringing you successful people from my global community. And today I have a very special guest. But before I will go to present her, for those of you who are watching me for the first time, just to let you know, my name is Margarita. I am a mom of 3 young kids, and I'm running this online business since 2021. So I found so much value, so much growth, so many beautiful people in this global community, and I want to share with you this online opportunity. So for those of you who will be watching this live now, please let us know where you're watching from. If you'll watch later on, please comment below and say hello. I will be more than happy to connect with you. So let's dive in. And you are welcome, Debra. I'm super happy to have you here today. And even in my when I created my my life, I put in the description that you were one of the people that inspired me when I started this business. Yes, I read your story, I listened to your videos, and I see your success in this business, and I told myself, if Debra can do it, so can I. And
that's right. If I could do it, anybody can do it, right?
Yeah. Welcome, Debra, and thank you so much for taking your time and be today with us.
Thank you for inviting me.
My very first question for you is to tell us a little bit about yourself and why did you start this business?
Okay, all right, sit back. I'm a talker. Okay, first of all, for you people that don't know me out there, I want to thank Margarita so much for inviting me. It always blesses me when I get invited to talk about this business because I have such a passion for it, because it has changed my life in so many ways. But anyways, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Debra. I'm first and foremost a child of God. I'm a mother of 6, a grandmother of 19, and soon to be a great-grandmother of 7. And I'm a successful online business owner. But as everybody knows, that wasn't always the case, right? We all start for different reasons, and we all have our different whys. But back in 2015, I'm an accountant by trade. My position of many years was eliminated. There's no job security anymore, right? I was 60 years old and my job was eliminated. So, I didn't have any fear when I lost my job because I thought, I can do this. I can get another job. I'm really good at what I do. I knew I was good at what I did. And I loved what I did. I loved my job. I absolutely loved my job. And I thought, there's going to be no problem. So I get a severance package, like an unbelievable severance package, right? And I thought, well, I'll take a year off work. I'll do some traveling. I'll pay some bills, because having 6 kids, I worked all my life. And so I thought, I'm taking a year off. So I took a year off and, did some traveling and spent a lot of money I shouldn't have spent, but I did, And so it came, a year later, and I thought, I'm going to start looking for work because I got laid off October 28th, 2015. So just before the end of the year. So my severance package, a lot of it went to the government because I earned like 3 incomes in 1 year. So anyways, I started looking for work, taking my resume out and around, and I was getting lots of interviews, but they were all asking me, how long do you plan on staying in the workforce? Well, I'm 60. They see me. They know that I'm not going to be around forever, right? So I said, well, I get it. I understand fully. I truly understand that you guys are looking for somebody out of university that, you know, you can train your way, and because training is very expensive, right? So, you know, train your way, and they're going to give you 30 or 40 years. I don't plan on giving you that long, right? And anyways, they don't let you work much longer than that. So anyways, I had to come to the realization that nobody's going to hire me over the age of 60. So I thought, what am I going to do? Because when you get laid off before 65, your pension goes just down below. So I knew I didn't have enough money to support myself. You know, I wouldn't be able to live, have my own place. I wouldn't be able to have a vehicle. I wouldn't be able to do anything. I would do good to be able to feed myself, let alone pay a mortgage or rent or whatever. So I thought, I've got to do something. I'm not willing to lay down and die, right? And so, you know, I thought, well, maybe I could go be a Walmart greeter, you know, even the smaller businesses did not want to pay me for my experience, right? They wanted to start me out for what I had been deducted in income tax prior to that. So I thought, I can't do this. So anyways, I thought, well, I can look online. You know, I don't know a lot about online. I used to work on a computer 12 to 14 hours every day, but at the end of the day, I didn't want to learn social media. I didn't want to learn anything else. I just wanted to sit back, relax, you know, go out on the quads. I'm an outdoors person. I like the outdoors, and I was always wanting to be outside. So I thought, I can do this. So I started looking online, and oh my gosh, I was getting all these things, these crazy things out there. And I'm thinking, what are these? People actually do these? And, you know, there was Tupperware and Avon and all that. And I said, I'm not doing parties, and I'm not going door to door selling. I am not doing anything like that. And I know friends that work online, you know, they do admin work and data entry, and, you know, they don't make a lot of money. But I thought, it's a start. I could get started, right? I could do that. So I think that's what I was looking at. And then one day, well, this ad had been going across my page for days, I think weeks, months maybe. And I just kept ignoring it because I thought, I've looked at so much of that stuff. Like, I don't want to do that stuff. I've looked at those kind of things. I don't want to do it. So finally it was like, you know, I'd been praying, and it was like the Lord said, I'm giving it to you, and you're not doing anything about it, you know. And it's like, whoa, that's a reality check. So, you know, I clicked on the ad. And from the moment I clicked on it and registered with my name and my email address, I went and I watched that 90-minute information session. And I knew the minute I watched it, it was going to work. Because that day there was somebody on talking on the panel, you know how we have our business partners share their whys they started. Well, there was somebody on the panel that day, and they said, you know, one of the things they really truly loved about this business is they could leave it to their children. And I'm perked right up, because here I am to the point that I'm going to be a burden.
We're
Sorry,
back.
that sort of disappeared for a minute.
We are
Sorry.
back.
So anyways, here I was to the point that I was going to be a burden for my children. And this was giving me some hope. This was giving me something that I could leave a legacy to my children. I could leave something that meant something that would help them in their future, instead of leaving them with bills and a burden as an elderly parent.
Yeah.
So, and thank God today, if something, God forbid, if something should happen to me right now, which it won't, because I'm going to live to be 120, healthy, and still driving my car and doing this business. But if it did, my children I have it in my will that this business goes to my children, to one of my daughters, and she could step into this business and just survive off the money I have coming in now, or she could step in and build it bigger and better than I ever did. And that's what I pray she does, right? Because there's so much to do in this business. So I thought, you know, I can't pass this by. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know, like, how I'm really going to do it, because I had a lot of fear. Am I too old? Am I too old to learn? Can I do this? I don't know how to put my picture on.
But you took that chance, and you started this business. And you know what I like about it is that we have the main reason, because I am a mom of 3 young kids. And
Yes.
when I heard about this business that you can leave as a legacy for your kids, this caught me.
Yes.
This was amazing. And talking about, about age and business, my next question is about this age and business success. Debra, I have a lot of people coming to me and telling, I am too young or I am too old to do this business. But we know for sure that age is not a barrier to business success. And you, Debra, you are an inspiring success story of a senior entrepreneur who started this online business and overcame any age-related challenges to achieve remarkable growth. So can you share some thoughts about age and business success and how seniors can do this business successfully?
Well, there's a lot of stats out there on seniors learning. And I'm a big Google person now, since my 12-year-old grandson taught me how to Google. I love Google. So I Google everything. And one of the things actually I just did this morning, because I'm doing a story, to post, and it's about being over the age of 50, people being 50, 60, or even 70 when they start this business. There's stats out there that said people that are out, because we all have people my age all have, I'm closer to 70 than the other numbers, but we all have that same thing, that we're too old to do this. We don't know technology. I mean, I learned to type on those great big typewriters and, hit the bar across. There was and when I started this business, they said, you got to put your business on the phone. I said, the phone, I make phone calls. I have a phone. That's what you do. You make phone calls. So, we have a mindset, people our age, we have a mindset that is old school. But you know what? If we're going to live in this day and age, we have to get new school. We have to make a change. We have to get out of our comfort zone. But it's a proven fact that people over the age of 50, 60, and 70, that if they stay active in their life, they learn quicker than most.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a little slower at learning this business, but I did it and I retained it, right? I'm still learning every day, but I think by learning something new all the time, it keeps you active, right? Because I have a lot of the younger people say to me, oh my gosh, I can't keep up to you. How do you keep going? You're just like the Energizer Bunny. You're going here, you're going there, you're doing your business. And I said, I love it. It keeps me active and I love it, right? Yeah. Because a few years ago, I thought I was going to be sitting in a rocking chair waiting for one day closer to die, right?
Yeah, and what is happening with a lot of people that don't have, a plan of what to do on their retirement age. And I have people coming to me, they had like 50 something and they had, I'm close to my death. I don't want to.
Exactly. Right? Because each day, and I've seen it happen. My dad retired from working, and within 6 months, he passed away. And he was healthy and active. But when he retired, the activity stopped.
Yeah.
Because the money stopped, right? And years ago, they didn't have pensions, like, big pensions to take care of themselves. So if they didn't save the money, so, whoever come up with this word, golden years, for the people after they retire, it's like, that person must have been on some kind of drug that I don't know about, right? Because I don't get it. Golden years is you get golden teeth, you get golden hair, you have to use a lot of gold to take care of your health. Like, that's the only thing golden about getting older, things change, but anyways, I am so thankful I started this business, and there's no reason why everybody, it doesn't matter what age they are.
Yeah, for
that
sure.
they can start this business. And to see young people like you, Margarita, start this business, it melts my heart. I want to tell a story, okay?
Okay.
I gave my kids one year for Christmas a book, and it was a book about their childhood to fill in the good, the bad, the ugly, you know, what they would change, what they wouldn't change, what they liked, what they disliked. So I gave it to them all for Christmas one year. And I said to them, I don't want you to give it back quickly. I want you to spend a lot of time writing this book and write it from your heart. Don't worry about hurting feelings. Be honest, because maybe there's something I did as a mother that is devastating to you, or you didn't like, or you won't do with your children. But by being honest, this is going to help you become a better parent. So you won't make the mistakes that I made, right? So anyways, after I did it, I thought, oh my gosh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I don't want to know these answers. Maybe I don't want to know what a bad parent I was. Like I just, you know. So anyways, my youngest daughter gave it back within 3 months, about 3 months later. And I thought, oh gosh, this can't be good. She's the only one I butted heads with of the 6 kids. The youngest one's the only one her and I butted heads. So I thought, this can't be good. So anyways, I started reading it. And of course, it was, you know, it was really heartfelt. There was a lot of tears. It was tears of happiness. It was tears of sadness. But you know, the only thing she said she would have changed in her entire childhood is she wished her mother had been home. I worked all the time. And I will never get that back as long as I live. So for me to see people like you with young children, that you can be there with your children, like, you know, everybody thinks it's so important to be with your baby that first year. Yes, that's important. But it's important to be there through their every step of their life. And when they're teenagers, they need to know who their parents are. They
Yeah.
don't need to know the babysitter better than they know their own mother, right?
Yeah.
And that happened to me. That
I
happened,
I love it. I love it. And
right?
I subscribe on under all your words because I feel it, and I know how many mothers out there are working 10, 12 hours
Yes.
to pay bills, and they
Oh
have
my God.
beautiful houses, but they don't live in that house. They don't see their kids. They don't um see the milestones of their kids. And this is why I want to know, to present this opportunity to as many mothers as I can, parents as I can, because having something that allow you to spend time with your kids is something gold. So
And you know, I'm living in Mexico now, so I'm living in a whole different culture than living in Canada. And things are so different here. And I thank God every day for this amazing business that has allowed me to live in such a beautiful place for my retirement. But their culture is different. In Canada, everybody wants the nicest homes, the best homes, the beautiful homes, the fancy furniture, the fancy appliances, you know, the big expensive vehicles, the trucks and the big sports cars and things. Here in Mexico, I think the people are the happiest I've ever seen. The kids don't have the electronics that ours do in Canada. They're outdoors playing, right? They live, most of them, God forgive me if I insult anybody, but they live in shacks, what we would call shacks. Little tiny places, one room, you know, 4 and 5 kids, mom and dad, all living in this one room. They sleep in hammocks. They don't have beds. They have, some of them have dirt floors, but yet they wear the stylish, cleanest clothes. I cannot get my clothes as white as they get. I don't know how they do it. Most of them are all washed by hand. They don't have the fancy washer and dryers. They hang them out on the lines to dry, and they're the happiest people I've ever met.
yeah, for sure. I
Right?
love speaking with you. I love what you bring up into our discussion, and we can continue for hours and hours.
I
But
know I could talk about this business forever.
Yeah, but I would like to stop here because I have a lot of other questions that I didn't had the time to put in, but we already have 30 minutes, past 30 minutes. So thank you so much, Debra, for your time, for your insights about this business, about how this business changes lives. And I want to, encourage people who are looking for something else for themselves to look into this online opportunity, because it has changed thousands and thousands of lives, including us, our lives.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if you have any questions, you can come to us to put all your questions and to see what we are doing in the online space. And for you, Debra, I wish you all the best health, and see you. I want to see you in person.
Yes. Well, I will, if you're going to our big place this summer, I will be there.
Yeah, I
And
will be
I
there.
wish you all the success and happiness this world has to offer.
Thank you. Have a great day, everyone, and see you on the next episode.